There's a story coming out of Minnesota, Minneapolis, Minnesota tonight, of an Australian yoga instructor. She was a meditation instructor. She was a white woman. And that matters a lot for this conversation. Her name was Justine Damon. And she was killed by police over the weekend, on Saturday. She called for the police to come out to help her because she believed that there was a burglary in process or an assault in progress. There was something happening, and she believed that she needed the police. Now, once she called them, according to the local ABC affiliates there, she went down and she went out of her home to meet the cops to let them know why she called the police and to basically show them where she heard the disturbance. Something transpired. We don't know what transpired. And the reason we don't know what transpired is because the police officers did not have their dash cam on. And they did not have their body cams on, but the dash cam, rather, was at a different angle than what it could capture. What happened was that she ultimately was shot and killed by police officers. The police officer, the partner who was sitting in the passenger side, reached over and shot past his partner through a window, killing the woman. Now, that's why the dash cam can't get it. We don't have any footage of it because it's behind the dash cam. But we couldn't get any information from their body cams because their body cams were conveniently turned off. All right. This is another example. We've seen so many examples, particularly in the black and brown communities, of people calling police officers and the police officers ending up killing the people that they were called to help. And this is important. This is important to distinguish the fact that she was white because two reasons. Number one, black folks and brown folks have been telling America for quite some time that there is a major problem. There's a major problem with our policing agencies in the United States of America. We've been telling white America that there's a problem with policing agencies. There's a problem with the encroaching police state. There's a problem with police hyper-militarization, militarization, period. But hyper-militarization is actually where we are. We've been discussing that for some time. And what happens every single solitary time when we tell white America and we tell America in general that there's a problem with our policing agencies, what happens is that they ignore that and they vilify African Americans. They make the victim of police violence. They instantly make them a thug. They instantly make them a criminal. They instantly bring up anything they did in second grade, third grade. They instantly bring up anything they can to vilify the person that was killed in order to protect the policing agencies. But now, here we see, and forgive this terminology, but I have to say it like this. This is how Malcolm would say it. We see a lily white yoga instructor, a bride-to-be, who called the police for her protection. And we see that she ends up getting killed by the same police agent just 20 miles away from where Philando Castile was killed. There is a tragedy that needs to be addressed at the face value of the tragedy because there's a woman, 40-year-old, who is dead. And I personally, I don't care. I personally don't care the race of the individual that has been killed. What I care about is the fact that our police kill people with impunity over and over and over and over again. And time and again, we see them get off. But what I care and why I care to mention her race is because of two things. One, the violence and the encroaching police state that has been burgeoning in the black community for some time has now spilled over and crossed the tracks into the white community. And we've been saying it for some time. If you ignore the violence in the black community and you try to erase it by suggesting that every person, every single damn person that was killed by a police officer was a criminal and a thug. Therefore, there's nothing wrong with our police departments. The only thing that's wrong in America is with the people who are complaining about it. And they've been able to use that as a means of silencing any criticism of our policing agencies across the country. And we've been saying for the longest that if we don't address it now, it will spill over into the white community. And that's exactly what has happened. And the most tragic, unfortunate, I don't, again, I'm not going to say I transcend race because that's such a damn cliche, but my measure of pain and empathy is not predicated on race. So my heart hurts for this family, 100%. But there is a social critique that has to take place, and that is the same hyper-militarized, cowardly-ass police officers who are scared of their shadow. I mean, holy cow. If they are scared of a white woman, if they're scared of a white woman who is in her pajamas, what kind of chance do you think a black person stands?